you're driving to the pawn shop, is that correct?
Yeah.
Yep.
You drive up, it's now getting to be a little bit later. It's probably 6 after this whole interaction. It didn't take as long, but it's a little bit to drive. You drive up to the pawn shop, it is fucked up. The front window and the bars of the shop are blown out from the inn. The rooftop is caved in.
Holy
shit. And it just looks like something terrible happened there. There's police tape all around outside.
I'm gonna... I turned to Stanley and Harrison. I was just like, I'm gonna talk to him, detective to cop, to see if I can get some information out of him.
And with the red silk pants. Good luck, buddy.
I mean, they'll see the crutch. They'll get it. I got my badge, so I can show them that. But yeah, I get out of the backseat of the car. Yeah, and I walk up to the closest cop, and I'm just like, hey, greetings, officer. What's going on here? And I pull out my badge to show them that I'm also a detective.
Yeah, roll a persuade check with advantage.
Alrighty.
Hey, what's going on? What can hey, fellow truth seeker.
Yeah,
what's going on?
Just curious. I mean, I'm not working this case or anything, but I was just curious what's happening here.
A place is fucked up?
Yeah.
Blown up? You see it?
Yeah, I see that.
Bad.
Would you figure anything out? Any reason why it caved in like that? It's pretty messed up.
Well, I mean, the window's blown out, the model bars, boom, like that. I don't know. I'm a scientist.
Like a bomb went off on the inside?
Yeah, something like that, I guess. But I didn't see any. I haven't gone in yet, but I haven't seen any, big explodies.
Do you mind if I take a look around, considering I'm a detective?
You know what? You seem like you got a badge, and I'm feeling a little hungry. So why don't you go in?
Thanks, sir.
And
I appreciate it.
He walks off to a nice big old hot dog stand.
Ooh, Chicago hot dog stand. All right, I guess I'll step into the rubble. But I'll kind of motion to everybody in the car to come with me to take a look around because I can use the eyes.
I'll go in.
If anybody asks, they're with me.
All right, we all walk in. You see kind of the same. The place is messed up. It looks like... It does look to a little bit like an explosion's gone off. I want you all to roll a spot hidden.
Okay.
What you find, Stanley, is you find the body. You find a charred body. And you've seen bodies before. This is something you're very familiar with. And you see parts of the rib cage are just... It looks like someone scratched through them. Like, you see scratches and parts of them are broken off. Like, just someone slashed through them. And what you see, Vic, is you see kind of the same scratches through the building in parts of the rubble against the walls. And you also find a charred wallet.
Huh. I'm gonna pick it up and dust it off a little bit and open it up.
You find a little money inside, about $6, $6.25. And you also find an ID for Leo Carposi.
Oh, well, we found Leo Carposi. Looks like he did come here to drop the box off.
Well, you found... Oh, so Leo was there? You found Leo's body?
No, he didn't find the body. He found the wallet was not next to the body you found. Is that enough money for a box in there?
Any of the bodies look Italian?
You find a thick mustache on one of
them. Is there any indication of where the center of the explosion went off?
You find that the center of this kind of implode is right on the counter. Where the counter's gone now, but what remains of the counter of the pawn shop has been caved in, and that seems to be where this thing kind of exploded from.
I think I know what happened here. So is there like a clean spot on the desk, or on whatever remains are left of where it was? Is it roughly box-shaped?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
I think I know what happened here. I'm gonna go into detective announcement mode. No, where it's like the end of the game and like the music starts singing and it's where you piece all the clues together. What I think happened here, which is pretty obvious, is it seems like Leo Carposi came in here and he dropped off the box anticipating selling it. But then when the buyer asked him what the box was worth and what was in it, he opened the box and this happened.
Well, that's a bad fucking box, isn't it, now?
Yeah, I don't want to give it to anybody, but I do want to find it and make sure it's not in the wrong hands. I guess maybe... Well, it's all gone now, isn't it?
What do you think the box did? It uses these hands to walk away? I mean, come on, it's a load of baloney.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's a whole bowl of red chowder. Come on, boxes don't walk away. And if it's a little box, these big things that kill these guys ain't gonna fit in it.
Something tells me that when he opened the box, it caused all this damage, But then after the damage was done, somebody came in and swiped the box after all was said and done.
We think pyrotechnics or something? Come on.
Like a bomb or some kind of... I mean, we've seen ghosts and stuff at this point. It could be... I mean, if you're seeing slash marks all over the walls, it could be something horrible, like one of those ghosts we saw in that horrible house.
Well, they did kill that man. Yes, that was gruesome.
Yeah.
The question now is, where is the box? That's what we're looking for. The box in Vern.
I bet you Vern has the box, but where's Vern? That's the big question, isn't it?
Now we's at a dead end now.
Well,
but we got Vern's house address too.
We do. Maybe we should go check out Vern's house, but maybe tomorrow. Maybe we should head back just in case Pandora comes to our house.
True, it's getting a little late.
Nothing else around here that looks helpful at all.
No.
Bodies look charred. There's no
footprints
receipt
leading
book
in
or
and
something
out.
like that.
Receipt. Roll one more spot, Ed. You find a burnt up note, and it says metal box of some appropriated worth, no validation, and that's all it says before the rest is burnt.
Can I roll an idea check for knowing when that would have been written?
Sure.
Okay. I just want to see if...
You can roll an idea check in general.
Just in general? Okay.
Yeah.
I got it. 10.
From the timeline, you guys have kind of... once again, you're a detective, would have construed this whole thing. This isn't like... If the police are out there, this didn't happen months ago. This happened very, very recently. This whole thing getting destroyed, if the police are still out and looking about, this probably happened within the last couple days.
Ah, gotcha.
Day or two, really. And Vern has not been seen in months.
Yeah. I was talking about, like, when the receipt would have been made. Like, did they finish the transaction and then it went... and then they wrote the receipt and then...
That's hard to tell from the receipt.
Yeah.
You do realize that this is something that happened more recently than some of the...
Yeah, that makes sense. That's probably a more useful clue than what I was initially asking for anyway. Alright. Well, I think we found all we could here, so let's head back to our house. That's now alligator-free.
Are we going to do anything with the alligator? Would you like to make, like, pants or something? Or a bag, perhaps?
How about boots?
I don't know, nice...
Yeah, you
We can figure something out.
You want to stop at a Marshall Fields? On the way back?
Not today.
Alright, you head back to the, your homestead. There is no note left, there doesn't seem anyone parked outside, and it's pretty late. You guys would like to take a rest.
Yeah, okay, I think...
Guess so.
We should talk about what we're gonna do tomorrow, then. So, tomorrow we should go check out Vern's address. Maybe give him a phone call first, because I have his phone and his address. And then, after we check out Vern's, I'm wondering if we should ask that weird agency what they know about Elliot. But then again, we got that note in secret, so maybe we shouldn't tell them that we know what happened to Elliot. It might not be a good idea. However, there's a small chance that they have the box now.
Well, then how would we approach them?
That's a good question. We would probably want to talk to, what was her name, Lilith? Yeah, we should do that in the morning, though. Let's go to bed for tonight. And before bed, I'm gonna double check the bandages and probably change out the bandages on my leg in case some of the stress that I put on it caused me to bleed a little bit more.
Yeah, roll either whatever medicine or first aid you were doing.
First aid.
It's getting a little better. It's healing up a little bit.
Yeah.
You feel like you're still using the crutch is still good, but you feel a little more mobile than you did the other day.
Yeah, I'm still gonna clean it and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Make sure it's not. Yeah, just gotta keep tending to it. Can I get a different room tonight? Is it cool if I don't get this room again?
The other ones are taken. I got my stuff in the dresser already. And...
I think the silk sheets probably will help your recovery.
Yeah, they breathe easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be all right.
Okay.
As I help him get in the bed, I throw like 3 dildos from the dresser. I figured we're picking him up and stuff. Like I thought we were all like just helping him get in up and downstairs and stuff. I
sleep well.
As I'm leaving, I grab like a handful of dildos and I throw them over my shoulder.
I'm just sitting in the bed with the things tucked up to my chin, just
dildos in your face.
I don't like it.
And you all sleep through the night without any incident. And you wake up in the morning.
Alrighty.
Ooh, good sleep on these sheets that aren't filthy. Let's.
I'm already awake.
I'm already awake.
I'm just sitting on the couch in the living room with my hat over my head.
Alright, to the house first. Is that what you...
Well, we should probably try calling first.
Alright.
See if he's in, because if he's not in, maybe we'll break in.
I mean, maybe we should make some breakfast.
I mean, you do that, I'll give him a call.
Yeah, I start making coffee, grinding the beans.
That's breakfast.
The beans.
Roll a, who wants to roll a check?
Eggs, pancakes.
So you're gonna, I'm gonna roll whatever check you think cooking would be. Probably intelligence, right, or survival?
Roll a 39. Oh, yeah, survival for sure. Survival, because I have a 70 in survival. I've never used it. So.
Yeah, alright, yeah, you make fucking great ass pancakes. Maybe even with chocolate. Blueberries wouldn't last. Chocolate chips, maybe.
Yeah, there you go.
They're delightful. Okay, you're gonna call. Yeah, you call, and a voice answers. Hello?
Hi, who is this?
This is Connie Bailey.
Connie Bailey. Hi,
Yes.
Connie. It's Sammy, Vern's friend. I was wondering if you've seen Vern?
No, I haven't seen him in months. I don't know where he is.
You haven't seen him in months?
No.
Has he left any kind of indication of where he may have gone?
No, I mean, he sometimes, Vern disappears and comes back, but never for 2 months.
Alright. Do you mind if we come by the house and look around a little bit? Just to see if we can figure out, because we're trying to find him too. We haven't seen him in months.
Yeah, if you think you can help find him, I would absolutely. Yes, come on by.
Alright.
Here's the address, and she relays it.
I already I'm not going to tell her I already have it, but I already have it.
Okay.
But thanks. See you in a little bit. What'd you say, Connie? Connie. Lovely talking to you. Bye.
Okay.
So I guess that's his wife. His wife has not seen him, or Connie Bailey, I don't know. Hasn't seen him in months either, so we're gonna... I told her we'd stop by and see if we could find anything that might allude to where he's gone.
Alright, fair enough.
Otherwise...
Delicious pancakes, Daniel. Where did you learn how to make these?
The war.
Yeah, when I was in France.
Didn't they make crepes?
Yeah, these are actually chocolate crepes. Yeah, it's weird. You thought they were pancakes.
I did. They're a little thinner than I'm used to, but delightful.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, it's a gift. I don't use that often.
I go to the counter.
I've been perfecting these. I want to make it for my kids sometime,
I mean,
when they come over.
If you're looking for a business after risking your life, perhaps this is a good choice. You're very good at it.
A crepe. I was thinking about making a place called the Grapevine. That's kind of been my thing. Where friends would tell other friends that they have a choice, but they don't have a choice. They always go there.
I go to the place where you go.
I go to what's it called?
Grapevine.
The counter. No, I go to the counter to make myself a sandwich that I can kind of have on the road, and I pull out a big loaf of bread and I start slicing pieces of it off, and I just look at this full loaf of bread that I'm slicing to make sandwiches out of, and I just go, one day things are gonna be different. This is gonna be different someday. That's a funny joke because sliced bread hasn't been invented yet.
It's always good when you explain the joke. You guys get in the car. You guys get in the car and go ahead.
We had bread. I would have made French toast.
Yeah, too bad. It takes so long to do, considering we have to slice every piece we want.
No, the crepes were delightful, though. I enjoyed the sweet twist of chocolate.
Yeah, good grape Skowalski.
You drive for a little bit, and you arrive at the address, Connie and Vern's home.
All right.
It's a small, kind of average house. Nothing special. 2-story, 1-story, white picket fence.
Stanley, why don't you walk up to the door, considering your flaherty and probably seemingly the leader of this little brigade we have.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. So I go up to the door and I say hello.
The door opens and you see a slightly older than middle-aged woman, maybe 40s. She's got kind of reddish blonde hair that reaches about her shoulders. Fairly in shape for her age, but she's got dark bags under her eyes.
You look tired, sweetie.
Can I help you?
Connie,
it's me.
I don't think I know you. I'm sorry.
Me and Vern, we go way back. We're good business partners. We're looking for Vern. He told us he's gonna meet up with us soon, so we thought we'd check out his house. My buddy called you.
Yeah, I lean in around the door. Sammy, it's Sammy. I called you not too long ago.
We're trying to find him in a non-violent way. Yeah.
Are you? I'm sorry. Your name?
My name is Flattery. It's Irish. Yeah, you know.
Yes, and you must.
Yeah, Guinness.
Sammy and Finny. Yes, he's talked a lot about you. We haven't met yet. But it's nice to meet you.
He told you about all the great times he and I used to have. Hey, how's it going?
We talked in length back when he was around. Yes, if you think you can find him, anything you could do to help, I'd appreciate it.
All right.
Absolutely.
Does he have a bedroom and an office or something that we can just kind of take a gander?
He's got both.
All right, I'm gonna go check out his office. Why don't you check out his bedroom, Stanley?
Yeah. Are you his wife?
I am. Yes, tiny baby.
Yeah.
Offers her ring, and it's a very nice diamond ring.
Is it nicer than the ring I have, though?
No.
How long you two been married for?
About 35 years.
Wow. That was a lot. There was a little bit more salt and pepper in that picture I saw, I guess. Yeah.
Ever since we met when we were kids, and been together almost ever since.
It just gets sadder.
How about you two? Is there any conflict between you two? Is there any reason he would have left here domestically?
He always had his business, and he was sometimes a little more private than I'd like. But no, I can't. We weren't fighting.
And what do you do for a living? Or do you not work?
Vern has always provided for me.
He's a nice guy.
Can I do spot hidden in his office?
Sure. Yeah. You're let's say you're hopping on my while.
While Stanley kind of interrogates her, I'm gonna kind of check out his office. Looking around, I got a 29 out of 55, so that passes.
Yeah, you find a good amount. You find he's got receipts and kind of an organized system about all his businesses. He has a lot of businesses. He has shares in a brewery, in a trucking company. He has shares working at a printer who prints phony labels for alcohol. Kind of slide it by places. Was that a hard success or a regular success?
Regular success.
That's about what you find.
Nothing about possibly where he could be at the time?
No. You based on his ledgers, you will know he spent the majority of his time recently at the club. At
the Pandora Club?
At Pandora's Club. That's where he spent most of his time. You also find another card of the Seekers of Eternal Wisdom.
Oh, interesting. That makes sense, though, because that checks out with why he knows Lilith. Okay.
All right, Daniel, what are you doing in the meantime?
Yeah, does he tell you about work or anything like that, or?
No, I know he's been, successful. He's got his businesses. He likes to keep it a little private.
Well, yeah, one work partner we're working with, her name's Lilith. Have you ever met her before?
No, that doesn't ring a bell.
Oh.
Oh no.
So, but what else do you do? What's his favorite dish to eat for dinner?
Oh, he likes gnocchi.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Okay, hey, Italian, like Italian food, eh?
Does, yeah.
That reminds me of another Italian guy. You ever met a guy named Leo Carposi?
Roll a persuade check. She looks a little nervous and says, "How do you know that name?"
We're partners with Vern and Elliot. We all work together, and
I don't know Elliot, but he hasn't associated with Leo since a long time ago. Since he was a kid.
Yeah, they grew up together.
Yeah, he was. She looks nervous, but you've built a good amount of trust with her by now. Back before he was Vern, when he was Eddie, he ran with a gang. Leo was part of that gang.
You fucking wait. He actually. There was a point where he didn't go by Vern.
That didn't rouse any suspicion at all when I said that. Leo, I made that up completely. I gotta write this all down. Leo knew
I mean, they ran in the same gang together when they were young, but Eddie got out of that gang business a long time ago. He hadn't been talking to Leo, I mean, ever since Leo went to prison a while ago.
Yeah, that's tough. And then he goes by the name Vern because of the whole gang thing, right?
Yeah, once he went legitimate and started working in, breweries and clubs, he wanted to change his life, so he went by Vern.
What's your last name?
Well, now it's Connie Bailey, but his name used to be Eddie Bartlett.
Can I check the bedroom while they're talking still?
Sure.
Okay,
sure.
I'm gonna do a quick overturn of the bedroom. 43 out of 55, so that's a normal pass.
A normal pass. You find a couple notes, kind of sort of way in in places hidden that you would probably search because you're kind of used to that.
Yeah. Everyone thinks they're so goddamn clever when they hide these things.
You find a note, and it reads, "Watch out. Leo is free. Watch out."
Okay. He was trying to get away from Leo, it looks like.
You also find an address to the it's not even a business card, a separate address to the Seekers of Eternal Wisdom, the place you've been before.
Oh, okay. So it's the same address, though?
It's the same address. You also find I should roll an intelligence check.
Oh, okay.
You find what seems to be Morse code.
Huh, fuck.
It's long, short, long underneath it.
Long, short, long. Okay, so I wouldn't know what this translates to, though. But I bet you there's somebody I could find in town that would. Like a mail post office, because a lot of their stuff was dealt with Morse code at the time. So I wrote it down, but I'll keep it in my book for now. Good to know. Anything else?
No, that's all you find.
All right. I come back out into the living room to see Stanley and Connie talking. It's like, okay.
The conversation.
I found a good amount, but I'm not entirely too sure if it'll give us a good lead to finding your husband. But it's funny because Vic has accidentally gone into full detective mode as opposed to trying to be this gangster persona that he's trying to put on of Sammy. It's like, but we'll give you a call if we can find him with these clues that I found.
I appreciate anything you guys could do. Mr. Flaherty, anything else you can like to help me with? Anything else you can ask?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you know a lot about us. One thing we also do is we work with a society that investigates things that seem supernatural. It's usually hocus pocus, no big deal. But anything you know about? Was he mixed up in anything about a box? Does that sound familiar to you? Or have you seen a gold box around your house?
She thinks for a minute. Not around the house. I know he was trying to acquire one from a man a little while back to display at his club, the Pandora's Palace. And there were offhanded rumors here and there about it being supernatural or Pandora's box, but he was just acquiring it because it would bring people to the club.
Interesting.
Do you know who he was inquiring to about getting the box?
I don't know. I think his name was John Drummond, but I don't. That could have been one of his other business associates. That name just seems familiar.
And you don't know where John Drummond would be around here, do you? You didn't hear about him meeting up at so and so place.
I think they got the box a couple months ago, so no, I don't.
Do you know if you got the box from overseas or anything, or?
I don't know where John got. I know he was trying to buy. He bought it from John, but I don't know where John got it from.
Well, ma'am,
I think John.
You think John? Okay. Ma'am, you've been such a great help, and if you feel like you need any help or protection, or you're lonely and you need a shoulder to cry on, I want to let you know that I'm middle-aged and available.
You straddle the line of cop talk
to
creep talk.
Just if you need help for anything,
Thank you. I hope you can find. I hope you can find Vern. I really appreciate it. I'm so worried. Thank you. Shakes your hand. Gives you a little hug.
I hold it a little too long and then I leave.
Slightly.
As I'm walking out, I take my hat off and salute her, and just we'll let you know if we find Vern safe and sound. I'm sure he's gonna be fine. We'll tell him to come right back home to you. Don't worry. And then I take.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I take my step out the door and I shut the door behind me. And as we're walking to our car, I turn to Stanley and I'm just like, that motherfucker's dead as hell.
Vern, you think he's dead? What?
He's probably. I don't know. Maybe not.
Dead.
Maybe he's not dead. But we got to figure out who this John Drummond is. And I found this in the bedroom, and it's the Morse code. Also a note that said Leo is free. Watch out. So something tells me that Vern is actually in hiding right now because he knows that Leo is out, but he doesn't know that Leo is dead. So, I have a couple theories. First of all, we can go to the post office and figure out what this Morse code means, because they do Morse code all the time, so they can translate this for us. We also may be able to find out where John Drummond lives from the post office. And second, I want to go back to the Seeker.
I shared everything that we talked about.
Yeah. Okay. And I want to go to. Oh yeah, sorry, because I wouldn't have known about John Drummond. But secondly, I want to go to the Seeker Society because I'm wondering about that bricked up building you told me about, and I wonder if that's where Vern is hiding to get away from everybody because it's close to his mistress, but far, and it's in this mysterious building that nobody can really get to easily. Master Detective.
Whatever you think is best. I'm not the detective here. Whatever you think.
How are we gonna get in there? Like a shovel, or you think like some explosives?
I think we should find a way to talk to Lilith in private, because clearly she wants to help us out by sending me that note. But the only thing is, we need to be able to talk to her without Klaus being around. So that is.
I think me and Stanley could talk to Klaus, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, we can talk. Well, we also saw where she came from in that big house. Maybe we can throw some rocks in a window or climb up there. Yeah.
Well, climb up, perhaps. You could talk with him about the war, the Germans, and you've interacted, right?
Yeah. We whooped them. But also how they flipped the truck, and I had to hide and crap and hunt and bodies.
Well, maybe not the best conversation starter, but
I should teach him about respect.
I wonder if maybe we can also use the post office's services to send a letter or a Morse code telegraph to Lilith to tell her, hey, this is Vern, I want to meet up here, and have her meet at our house.
Well, here's the thing about a secret society. If they are that secret, I think her letters might be screened, don't you?
That's true. I don't know how they'd do that with They'd probably just have a guy sitting next to the telegraph, and that's how you screened phones back then. but yeah, no, you got a point. She might be being watched. It's gonna be tricky.